City Central.
Welcome you back in here to the Alex Strouf Show presented by Cream City Central. Big thanks again to Joey Lane for hopping on and breaking down the basketball tournament final tonight between the Golden Eagles, the Marquette alum, and Sideline Cancer, the 22 seed. I can't hammer that home enough. That's crazy to me, but you got to like it. So that was a really fun conversation with Joey. So big thanks to him once again. But now I want to stick with basketball. But I want to go over to the NBA. Obviously, we've all heard about the NBA bubble, the NBA restart coming on July 31st. Obviously, scrimmages happening the week before that. The big headline from the weekend, though, Russell Westbrook has tested positive for COVID-19. My favorite NBA player down in Houston. Him and James Harden have yet to arrive to the bubble. Obviously, the 1-2 punch for Houston, looking to make some impact here in the NBA playoffs as we get close. But it looks like Westbrook will be healthy and able to rejoin the team next week sometime. So that is good news out of the NBA restart and the NBA bubble. But the NBA bubble is just reminiscent to me of a college frat house, except, on steroids. It's much bigger and more elaborate and fancier than a college frat house, but it is reminiscent of a college frat house. And I'll tell you why. Look, so as we know, we're in the middle of a pandemic. So leaving or entering or guests or any of the in-betweens in this Orlando-based Mickey Mouse bubble is prohibited, not allowed, right? But yet we have all these headlines from the weekend coming out. The biggest is Instagram model Ugly Anna, right? At ugly_Anna on Twitter. She tweeted on Sunday, "I already got invited to the bubble. The season's not ending. I mean, this is going to kill the season essentially." So somebody, as we've mentioned many times, these are NBA players aged from 19, and most of them probably under the age of 30. Hormones are a big deal. And clearly already, day 2, day 3 in the bubble, we've got Ugly Anna tweeting, exposing, and blowing up that some horny dude in the NBA has invited her to the bubble. And just like a frat house, without asking the roommates or telling anybody, we're going to low-key invite Ugly Anna, which I don't know how a model's name is Ugly Anna, but that's beside the point. Ugly Anna was invited to the bubble. And some investigative journalism led to at least fans believing it was Montrezl Harrell, potentially. But this tweet blew up. So that was the first big incident. And on Saturday, we had Kelly Oubre looking out for his brothers in the bubble, right? He tweeted out, "Just so you know, guys, Postmates is delivering food." Because we've heard a lot of complaints about the NBA food. A lot of complaints, even though it is better than I eat on a regular basis. We're just getting nonstop complaints living in a Disney hotel with food being hand-delivered. So Kelly Oubre says, "Yo, look, Postmates, got your back." So the Kings' Richaun Holmes, you can't make this stuff up. Richaun Holmes is being essentially sentenced to a 2-week no friends, no leaving your room. He's grounded essentially because Richaun Holmes ordered Uber Eats. He didn't want to eat the chicken glazed salad that was hand delivered to his door. No, the man wanted some damn McDonald's. So he ordered Uber Eats and he crossed that. I don't know if they actually have a red tape line in this Disney resort, but he crossed this hypothetical, mysterious line. And now he has to quarantine for 10 days and test negative for all 10 of those days just because the guy wanted a McDouble. Just because he said he ordered Uber Eats, he went to get his food, and now that's breaking a rule. So he's been sentenced to the corner room and say, "Hey, stay there. Stay put, Richaun." And Richaun Holmes' mother, like he's in college, is chiming in and saying, "You don't leave the bubble unless it's mama's home cooking." Damn right, Mama Holmes. Rashawn is a grown man making millions of dollars, and he can't even stay behind the red line because he cannot stop his craving for McDoubles. I love that. Now, there's also this other thing that you probably remember, reminiscent of middle or high school, where the cops, local cops, would come in and say, "Hey, if you know anybody doing anything illegal, we'll give you a quick 50 for snitching. Give you $50 if you tell us which kid is hiding weed in his locker." And now there's a snitch line. That's literally what it's been dubbed in the NBA, the snitch line. And as of yesterday, Chris Haynes of Yahoo Sports reported it hasn't been utilized, yet. And of course, Shams of, I believe, The Athletic followed that up with it has been utilized multiple times as of Tuesday. So people are snitching about people leaving the boundaries, having models like Ugly Anna in their hotel rooms. I mean, we talked about this in the Twitter poll today. Do you have faith that this NBA bubble is going to work? I have no damn faith this is going to work. Cody Dietz chimes in on the Facebook chat. They need to ban the Tinder servers ASAP. In Orlando? Yes, they do, Cody. Yes, they do, because these guys are too damn horny and lonesome in this bubble. Now, the best part that puts it over the top for me that this is a college frat house is the savvy veteran of the New Orleans Pelicans, J.J. Redick, chilling in a kiddie pool, shotgunning Bud Lights. Check this out. We've got the video.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
So you've got J.J. Redick throwing Bud Lights down his gullet like he's 19 at Duke again. You've got Rashawn Holmes having this unsavory craving for McDoubles because he's getting yelled at and sentenced to 10 days quarantine because he crossed this imaginary red line to get Uber Eats. You've got Ugly Anna tweeting that, maybe Montrezl Harrell is inviting her to the bubble on day freaking 3. There's no way this bubble's going to work when you've got multimillionaires and their hormones and their McDonald's cravings and their 19-year-old reminiscent kiddie pool shotguns are running rampant. While it's entertaining as hell, the NBA bubble, it already is. We know we're going to get some sort of documentary on this. I have very little faith that this is going to work out well. You've obviously got 4 different resorts in play, or 3 different resorts, in play at Disney World in Orlando. But man, oh man, this ain't looking good. You got a snitch line like you're copping a quick 50 for selling out the dude who's got weed in his locker. I mean, come on. This is just terrific. It doesn't get any better than this. As we lead up to the rebirth of the NBA season, we've got all sorts of wacky headlines coming out of Orlando.